Hello, friends, and welcome to your League One Ontario Match of the Week. I'm Pierce Lang, and we are here at Tricar Field in London for today's matchup between FC London and Alliance United. We're going to kick off here in just a moment, but first we'll have the playing of the Canadian National Anthem, so I'm going to leave that to let play, and we'll come back in just a moment with your League One Ontario Match of the Week.
Good evening, soccer fans. At this time, I'd like to introduce to you the starting lineup for Alliance United. Starting in goal, wearing number 1, Gerline Tour. Wearing number 3, Medina Asaf. Number 4, Hannah Chown. Number 8, Laura Goss. Number 10, Hannah Anderson. Number 12, Raquel Alexander. Number 15, Samantha Gravina. Number 17, Lita Nahim. Number 18, Vida Nahim. Number 19, Chelsea Chang. Number 20, Jenny Wooliver. And now the starting lineup for your FC London. Starting at goal, wearing number 1, Cassidy Jocelyn. Wearing number 3, Lauren Rowe. Number 8, Tegan Morrison. Number 9, Jade Abreu. Number 10, Brianna Codwell. Wearing number 13, Rachel Roseborough. Number 16, Allie Rowe. Number 19, Maya Smith. Wearing number 28, Cheyenne Bauer. Number 43, Charlotte Cromack. And your captain, wearing number 4, Julia Bonatti. At this time, we ask please rise if you're able, and please remove your hats for the playing of the Canadian National Anthem.
All right, friends, we are ready for action here in London. This matchup between FC London and Alliance United. These teams only played each other a mere 2 weeks ago. It was a 1-0 final in favor of FC London. Goal scored by Allie Rowe in that one. She's going to be a player to keep your eye on today, along with her sister, Lauren.
25% off your fees for next season.
A couple players to keep your eyes on for both squads. But we're going to go through the starting lineups for both of these teams, starting in goal for the home side. Number 1, Cassie Jocelyn. In front of her will be number 3, Lauren Rowe. The captain, number 4, Julia Bonatti. Number 8, Tegan Morrison. Number 9, Jade Abreu. Number 10, Brianna Caldwell. 13 is worn by Rachel Rossborough. Allie Rose wearing 16. 19's on the back of Maya Smith's jersey. Cheyenne Bowers wearing 28. And Charlotte Cromack is wearing number 43. On the other side of the pitch, in the white kits with black shorts, the visitors, the returning champions, Alliance United, number 1 in goal, the 2023 League One Ontario MVP, goalkeeper of the year, U21 player of the year, Gurleen Tour. In front of her will be number 3, Medina Asaf, number 4, the captain, Hannah Chown, number 8, Laura Gose, number 10, Hannah Anderson, number 12 is worn by Raquel Alexander, number 15's on the back of Samantha Gravina, then it's Lida Nayan wearing number 17, Vida Nayan wearing 18, Chelsea Chung wearing 19, and number 20 is on the back of Jenny Wolliver. So I did have a chance to talk to the coaches of both sides, starting with the home team. It was Garrett Peters taking the time before the match to tell me that his team's playing well right now. And it's a tough league. Everybody's good. And case in point, the defending champions here today visiting, currently sitting second from bottom, so there's no easy games. So far this season, it's been a bounce here or a bounce there that's been the deciding factor one way or another in each match. And everything clicked in their last game where they were 4-1 winners over North Mississauga. Looking at that match, goals came from Brianna Caldwell, Allie Rowe with a brace, and her sister Lauren with a single on the evening. Last time these two teams faced off, it was an early goal for FC London that was the deciding factor, as it usually is at this level.
Be aware, okay?
Glowing words for his opposite on the other end of the pitch, or the other bench, I should say, Angelo Cavazzullo, saying he's the best coach in the league. They're the best coach team in the league, and that's shown by the fact that he was coach of the year last year. Now, notes from the aforementioned Alliance United coach. I did also talk to Angelo Cavalluzzo before the match, and gave me full disclosure on what's going on this season. His team's obviously had their struggles this year. Just the 2 wins and well, they're in the midst of a draw right now, but 2 draws otherwise. Not really where the expectations were coming into the season. Not to make excuses, but there was a bit of a challenge laid out before this squad in the fact that their usual training grounds at the U of T have been closed for a substantial portion of the year so far, as repairs have been underway. They've had a lot of trouble scoring. If you look across the board, they got 4 goals in their first match, and then their highest output of the season otherwise has been 2 goals or 3 goals in a match against Vaughan, and then after that they've been unable to get more than 1 in any game other than their draw against North Toronto. It's been a lot of goose eggs and singles otherwise, mostly goose eggs. But I mentioned Girling Tour before as we were going through the starting lineups, and she's someone you can always count on playing her university soccer at Brown University. She handles the ball right now, laying it off to Medina Saf, the central defender from Queen's University. But back to Girling Tour, she's going to be with the Canadian national side in camp here next week, which is an honor that's well overdue. If you talk to people who know her well, who've been watching the game, certainly I know goalkeeper coach for Alliance United, David Ennis, and I have had this conversation more than once that she deserves to be playing at a higher level than what she currently is. And the expectations will be high on her next season at Brown. Crowd starting to fill in here in London as we're currently in the 4th minute of play. Charlotte Cromack with the ball on the far side. She's found Julia Bonatti. Bonatti gets a ball into the middle and it's turned over. Wolliver able to clear. This is Roseboro playing it back. Maya Smith's pass is blocked, but it finds its way back to Brianna Caldwell. Caldwell is a player that Coach Garrett Peters was saying we should be keeping an eye on. The whole back line's been very strong. Bonatti working her way in towards the box. Right-footed ball's deflected and headed clear from danger. Bauer giving chase, and she's going to go all the way back to Caldwell. Caldwell with time and space goes the closest player to her. Or goes the wily veteran. Free kick coming here to FC London as Lita Nain was deemed to have been a bit aggressive on that challenge.
Watch the gap, hey! Go!
Fabulous work there by Vita Nain to pick that off. She's got it again. Attempts the roulette in the middle of the pitch and slows things back down. Ball goes out off of Charlotte Cromack. Wolver getting the ball up the pitch here to Vita Nain. And back to Wolver. Wolver getting a ball into the box. It's Laura Ghost with it and unable to put a ball on target. And Nain puts another ball in. This time it's Lita, not Vita.
Jenny, wider, wider. There's the one in front of you coming, yeah? Stay outside, stay outside, stay outside. Hey, midfield, get tight! You're just feeding around, you're just feeding around.
Wolliver slips a pass through for Chelsea Chung. Vidanen working hard in the corner, closed down by two FC London players, and finally the ball is cleared off the chest of Ali Rowe, but it's Medina Asaf coming away with it. Ball pushed out wide. Raquel Alexander trying to play a ball up, but it's deflected and it's going to go out of bounds. Ali Rowe and Brianna Caldwell were both named to the League One Ontario Team of the Week here last week. Wolliver now with a bit of space, but she's closed down. This is the aforementioned Caldwell getting a foot to it. Ball goes off of Chelsea Chung's hand, but no call on the play. London being forced back into their own end. This is Benatti who's switched sides now. Cromack using her height to her advantage there. And ball bounces into the arms of Cassidy Jocelyn, and she'll slow things down. It's a muggy day here in London. We had a bit of rain about an hour ago, and you can feel the moisture is thick in the air right now. And Gorleen Tour comes out to the top of her box to scoop that one up off the pitch, throws it out to Jenny Wolliver quickly here on the near sideline. Wolliver with a full head of steam. Pushes the ball out wide to Vidanen, but she was well offside. Easy decision there by the officiating crew. Could see that one with my eyes closed.
G, just connect a little bit more. Just a little bit. Just be on that front foot, okay?
Second one hand, Anderson. Yes, right.
Ball cleared up the pitch by Roseboro. She wipes the sweat from her eyes here. As I mentioned before, it is sticky out here in London today as Wolliver goes back. A little back and forth between Hannah Chown and Jenny Wolliver.
Down the line, Sam! Hey, Letta, I like the movement, Letta!
I mentioned Rowan Caldwell. They were actually both named to the Team of the Week last week as well.
Off the side, Medina.
Pick up the bits, though.
You can go. We don't get dribbled over here. You're going to win.
Ball up to Ali Rowe. Benatti with it now.
Good, Sam.
Rowe closed down. Benatti closed down there by Samantha Gravina. Nain calling for the ball. Wolliver steps on top of it mistakenly and turns it over in her own end.
Gotta engage.
Tegan Morrison playing a ball to the top of the box. Benatti was there to get off a quick shot. We were out here for the season opener between FC London and Woodbridge in week 1, and Benatti was looking quite dangerous in that match, as you would expect. wrapping one off the crossbar late in that match. She's got 5 goals in 10 games so far this season from midfield.
Hey!
Consistency never a problem for the former University of Buffalo standout. Chown with another clearance.
Anna, you have it there.
Roseborough laying it off for Bauer.
Not available. Don't say anything. You're not available in that moment, yeah?
Cromack to Caldwell and then quickly up the pitch.
Letta. Fullback, yes.
This is Benatti on the touchline. Will she get to it? She does. Swings the ball into the box and it's cleared by Chown.
Up.
Allie Rowe playing it back. Turning on it is Maya Smith, and she's found Caldwell.
G, push
London
it up.
more than happy to play around with the ball in the back, create some space for themselves. Cromack stops and turns.
Good, Sam.
Such poise and composure on the ball from Charlotte Cromack. Hard to believe sometimes she's just 17 years old. Went over on trial with I think it's Benfica, if I'm not mistaken.
Peter comes here. You go. Okay, think about it once or twice.
I've been wrong once before.
Good job.
Watch your line, you're off. That's the one.
Okay, unlucky.
Medina, that's the one.
Yeah, Peter, well done, eh? Treat center back to fullback. Very good.
I have confirmation it was in fact Benfica that Charlotte was on trial with, but again, as a 16-year-old at the time, very difficult to
Jenny.
get a contract in Europe at that age, as Wolliver battles here and finally gets the call in her battle with Tegan Morrison. Chung slipping a ball through, but it's going to be cleared by Smith. Long throw coming here from Hannah Chown into the box for Laura Ghost. Ghost turns. She's got it on her left foot, but stepping in to break up the play is Rachel Roseborough. Roseborough working her way up the pitch. She's found Benatti onto Allie Rowe. Rowe turns and cuts back across Wolliver and found Tegan Morrison again, and she's working her way up the right side, battling hard here with Jenny Wolliver, and she's unable to get a ball through on the cross, and it's out for a goal kick here for Alliance United.
Watch your line.
Vida, watch your line.
Now get on her.
Vida.
Beaten offside once again.
You have to have a look.
Give yourself a yard to play with. That way you can get the timing correct. Well done.
One other game taking place today in the League One Ontario Women's Premier Division, as North Mississauga will be lining up across the pitch from Guelph United. That game kicks off at 7 p.m.
Work that up. Up together.
Couple
Up
games
together.
on the docket tomorrow
Good, Rax. Good.
in the women's division.
Go, Chelsea.
Blue Devils FC hosting NDC at 1 p.m. in Oakville. And it will be Vaughan taking on North Toronto at 4 p.m. in Vaughan, and Woodbridge hosting Simcoe County Rovers at 5 p.m. Benatti taken down at the edge of the box, and she's going to get the penalty kick. Medina Asaf with the challenge from behind, and the wrong person to give up the pen to, the captain. Sounds like Jenny Wolliver giving some instruction to the coaching staff here that Hannah Chown may have done her hamstring in here. We'll see what kind of a decision comes from the bench. Angelo Cavalluzzo with a lot to think about here as Julia Benatti steps up to this penalty kick, blasts it waist high to the left side, and Gurleen Tour made the sprawling attempt but unable to save the penalty kick. It's 1-0 now for FC London at home in the 19th minute of play. Goal from the captain, Julia Benatti, her 6th on the season. And the reigning champions find themselves in a 1-0 hole here early in the match. We'll see how they react. They're about to lose one of their starting center backs by the looks of it.
FC London goal scored by number 4, Julia Benatti.
Saf's found Anderson. Wolliver trying to play a ball up, and that's broken up. Ali Rowe laying it off now. Benatti with it in the middle of the pitch, stops and turns, cuts back. Looking to play the ball up the wing to Charlotte Cromack, but not enough mustard on that pass. This is Leda Naheen. Caldwell unable to control, but she's going to get lucky as it goes all the way back to the keeper, Cassidy Jocelyn. Easy decision there for Josu Cascales to make the penalty call as Medina Asaf went down late from behind. And Chown continuing to communicate to the bench that she's going to need to come out of this match by the looks of it. She tries to work the strain from her left hamstring.
Mariani, get moving. Kristen, get moving.
Benatti with it on the right side. Ali Rowe was there for the pass, but she didn't see her in time. Looking at the table right now, NDC sitting well up on top, only giving up points in a singular draw against Woodbridge. Otherwise, they've won everything outright except for their cup game that they had against Guelph United, and winning more or less every other game with either a clean sheet or a single goal against, which is fantastic for them. North Toronto in behind them in second place, only 2 points back, with just the one loss coming this season to the National Development Center. Jade Kovacevic continuing where she's left off in the past, scoring at a torrid pace, but finds herself in second in scoring this season behind Samantha Murphy of the Woodbridge Strikers. And Woodbridge are currently in third on 22 points. Behind them, FC London here, who we're watching right now, in fourth. Vaughan Azzurri in fifth on 13 points, well back. And then it's Simcoe County Rovers on 12 points. And then things continue to bunch up after that. 6 through 10. Well, Blue Devils FC are on 0 in 10th place right now, and it's basically a foregone conclusion that they'll likely be going down unless a miracle happens. But North Mississauga are in 7th with 12 points. 8th place is occupied by Guelph United on 11, and then it's Alliance United here currently down 1-0 to FC London in 9th place, trying to battle their way out of the relegation zone, and they're going to need a result here as Hannah Chown comes out of the game, and into the match is number 13, Madison Mariani. Substitution made in the 24th minute of play, and we'll see how this affects Alliance United as they've moved Laura Ghost back into that center back position. Calls for offside as Lauren Rowe sprints up the left, and flag went up. She had a full head of steam charging up that far side. And this speaks to the versatility of Laura Ghost as she moves from back to front here. 25 minutes into this match. There's a reason she's had this long and steady career in League One Ontario that she has. Nain working her way down towards the touchline, and that's going to go out of bounds for a goal kick.
Oh, good choice. Great choice. Good. Trust shy on the bounce opposite. Let's play. Trust shy on the bounce opposite. Oh, yeah. Go on, Raquel. Go on, Raquel. Shy, just sit. Keep going, Rox. You're there already. Go on, Letta. Keep it there, Letta. Good. Just sit in the pocket there. That's good. Just sit. Yeah. Okay, Letta. Okay, Letta.
Oh,
Find
thank you.
Jade. Find Lauren. Good, Rox.
London again, just paying the ball around in the back, trying to work their angles and find some gaps. Mariani getting a touch here early as she's just entered the field of play. Hannah Anderson with it now in the middle of the pitch. Found Chung, and now it's Nain putting a ball into the box and looking for her sister, but she wasn't able to get onto it.
Well done, Hannah Anderson. Charles, good. The 10s are free. Go, Rox. Go, Rox. Yeah.
Benatti with it now.
Hey, drop it. Recover.
Abreu out wide for Morrison.
Hey, unlucky.
Morrison's found Rowe. Lauren Rowe with a shot whistle just high of the top corner of the goal.
Gotta drop.
And all Tour could do was watch that whistle by her goal.
Check out the FC London merch tent in the intermission. Got some fabulous products.
Hey, unlucky, all right. Good feet up, good feet up.
One on you.
Slow on if you want. Yep. Up together, back line. Up.
A little bit of pressure here on Caldwell, but she's able to clear, looking for Morris, and she left it, but it's going to be Laura Ghost running onto the ball and going all the way back to Gurleen Tour.
Mark 10 Anderson, yep.
Alexander, ball picked off, London with it now. This is Abreu. Abreu at the top of the box, gets it onto her right foot, smashes the ball just over the bar and out. And it'll be an Alliance United goal kick here in the 29th minute of play. Still 1-0 for FC London. It was the penalty kick put in by Julia Bonatti.
Bouncing, good. Good, Jenny. Laura, look for Jenny. Look at the space.
That's you. Drop.
Go around, Jenny. Simple things, Vita. Simple things, Vita.
Let's go, 5 minutes. We can end it right now. 5 minutes, go.
I was talking about the diversity and versatility of
Hey!
skills and
Vita.
talents of Laura Ghost.
Maddie, Mariani, swap sides with Vita.
If you do recall, a list came out in 2020 when we were in the midst of the pandemic and no one was playing, and we were looking for content on the socials, and the league put together a all-time best 11 list, and Laura Ghost was on there
Just win space. So give it to you.
as a striker.
Battle, come on.
But you can put her pretty well anywhere on the pitch with her experience that she has, and she'll do a job for you. Morrison working her way into the corner, stops the ball. Wolver comes charging in, and it's not completely over the line somehow, but eventually the call comes, and it is made. It'll be a Alliance throw-in here deep in their own end. Goal kick coming here for FC London. We're in the 32nd minute of play.
Hey, big win here. Let's go.
This is Medina Asaf going back to Gurleen Tour. Jenny Wolver with plenty of space in front of her right now. Julia Bonatti was on that same list as well. Ghost is 31, while Bonatti's 27 years of age.
Shoulder check, Medina, Jenny.
Wily veteran
Well done,
with
Hannah.
plenty of experience to speak of on her own.
Gossa Medina! Gossa Medina zonal, yeah. Gotta be touch tight everywhere else! Touch tight! Tight! Just win space, Chell, it's fine.
Ball squirts through, and it'll be Morrison chasing it down. Putting another ball into the box. Chested down by Caldwell, but that's going to go over the goal and
That's perfect.
never really trouble anyone.
Run alongside, lean in, use your body, okay? That's all you can do. Go, Keegan, go, go! Yes, again! Yes, Ali! Go! Hey!
You can hear the consternation from FC London head coach Garrett Peters as he thought that should have been a London throw. Caldwell with a bit of a misstep, stepping onto the ball, but she's fortunate enough to connect the pass there to Cassidy Jocelyn, and she'll get it right back again. A little bit of fancy footwork there, but it's Samantha Gravina coming away with it for Alliance. This is Lita Nain going back to her sister Vita. Vita Nain's switched sides now that Mariani's come into the game. Looks like it'll be a free kick for Alliance over on the far side of the pitch. 36 minutes deep here now at Tricar Field in London. Julia Benatti with the opening goal. Ball into the box. Headed away by Rowe. Cheyenne Bauer trying to clear Mariani, closing her down. But Bauer's able to get it out of her own end. Chung going back to Gerline Tour. Charlotte Cromack brings it down, but unable to control it. It's Alexander who got to it with the mistouch, and now it's Vita Nain working her way outside. Cromack pushing a ball up to Lauren Rowe. Ball slipped through to Allie Rowe. Shot in towards goal, and a fabulous save there by Gerline Tour. It was Jada Breu in on goal, and Gerline Tour standing up and showing why she was the MVP last season. Benatti turning and laying it off for Cromack and getting it right back again. Quickly trying to play through Abreu. Be a foot race here now between Mariani and Maya Smith. Smith was able to get to it first, and she's got it back again now, playing it up quickly to Cromack. Benatti in the middle with a bit of a mistouch, and it's Chung who was able to control it for Alliance United. And Anderson's ball was picked off by Morrison. Morrison in one-on-one with Ghost, and wishes she would have got more on that one. It's going to haunt her on the drive home tonight, I'm sure. Fabulous work here by Jada Abreu to win the ball back for London. Ball into Benatti now, who's got a bit of space. She's going to chip it out to the corner for Morrison to get onto, or the sideline rather than the corner. Now it's into the corner for Rossborough to get onto. Rossborough's ball into the box, and a fantastic opportunity there from Allie Rowe. I don't think she knew a ton about it, but she put it off of the post. Abreu getting it to Morrison. Morrison puts another ball into the box. That ball goes off of the face of the Alliance player, and it'll be Jenny Wolver down to her knees. Take this opportunity to pay a couple bills here. I got a lot of people to thank for making this all possible.
Second pass goes backwards. You've got to connect it.
First and foremost, we want to give a big shout out to CIBC, the lead partner for Canada Soccer and the Canadian Premier League and League One Ontario, BC, Alberta, and Quebec. Gatorade, rehydrate, replenish, refuel, just like you're one of these players stopping for a quick little water break right now. I know I'm certainly a big fan of the original yellow lemon Gatorade. I don't know about you. They got all these fancy new flavors, and it's the OG from me. The Cruyff Institute, educating athletes, sport and business professionals to become leaders in sport management, and Derby Star, the official ball of the Canadian Premier League and preferred match ball of League One Ontario. And we're going to get back underway here, as it looks like Jenny Wolver is going to be fine. She's back up to her feet and talking to the training staff, and she'll get waved in here in just a moment. And she's had a full recovery by the looks of it, the former U of T Blue and Queen's Golden Gale. Mariani with it now in her own end. Harassed by Rossborough, and go so clear. Fourth official, Aaron Laughlin, getting involved here, throwing a ball in quickly as that one was well over the fence. Nain getting it to Chelsea Chung. Chung's found Mariani. Mariani unable to get around Rossborough. This is Rowe looking for Bonatti. Rowe's taken down. And Rowe will get the call.
Just one. Just make her swing away, that's all.
Abreu standing over the ball.
Where's our line? Set it, Gus, 18, set!
Referee Cascalis counting out the footsteps, making Mariani take a couple steps back here, giving some room to Abreu and Bonatti. Bonatti steps over the ball, leaving it for Abreu. Abreu puts one into the box, headed clear by Laura Ghost, and it's going to go out for an FC London throw-in here in the 42nd minute of play. Still 1-0. Tight game between two very, very good teams. Alliance going to need a break here, though. Something to go their way. Get back into this match. We'll see what happens. Ball goes past to her. She's going to chase it down and clear it. Looks like it might have went off of the boot of Morrison, but no, the Lino's going to give the ball to Alliance here. Or to FC London, rather, that. Your assistant referees today are Gideon Jolly, Vivekandan here on this near side. You'll see right now in your frame, and on the other side of the pitch is Peter Suski. This is Wolver being closed down by Morrison. Chested down by Bauer, and Benatti comes away with the ball. Benatti going back to Maya Smith, who's found Caldwell in space. Up to Bauer again. Bauer turns and goes back to Caldwell. Chance coming here, low shot on tour, and no trouble whatsoever for the veteran keeper. It's wild to say veteran keeper. She is still only 19 years old. Pretty incredible to think about the fact she won the U21 Player of the Year, the Goalkeeper of the Year, MVP of the 2023 season last year, and she's still just 19 years old. Ali Rowe turning and giving it to Benatti. Benatti, you can see that look in her eyes right now. She's trying to find someone to get the ball to. It's going to be Morrison chasing down Wolliver. Ball goes out for FC London throw in the Alliance end. Ball thrown into Morrison, and Rossborough with it now, trying to get around Wolliver. Wolliver picks her pocket. This is Abreu with it now. Bauer's going to go all the way back to Caldwell. We're going to have 2 minutes of additional time added on to the first half. Cromack stops and plays it back to Caldwell again. London more than happy to just work the ball around in their own end. Ali Rowe with the ball deep in enemy territory, was trying to get it across to Lauren Rowe. Benatti going back to Bauer with some space in front of her, and it'll be Caldwell going back even further now for Maya Smith. Rossborough to Bauer. Bauer turns quickly, or no, sorry, this is Lauren Rowe rather that. Benatti at the top of the box, right-footed, strike in towards Gorling Tours, and she parries that out past the post and away from danger. Fantastic save from the 2023 MVP. Benatti's not someone you want to have whistling shots in towards goal from that sort of range. This is Maya Smith putting a ball in towards the box. Ali Rowe goes up for the header. It's brought down by Chelsea Chung. Chung working her way up the pitch. She's found Vita Nayan. Nayan now with a full head of steam. She's got Chung in the middle of the pitch, and she's unable to control, but Mariani is able to, but she was offside, and play is going to be whistled down. Sand slipping through the hourglass here for Alliance to get the equalizer. You can see London killing off the clock here if they get the chance. But a long searching ball for Benatti, and she's into the box now, able to control, battling hard, pushing and shoving with Gravina. And Ali Rowe's shot's going to be deflected up into the air for Gerline Tour to come out and collect. Tour loses her footing as she tries to clear. Ball into the middle, and it'll be Anderson bringing it down. Anderson gets it back in the middle of the pitch. Morrison cuts her off at the pass, and that's going to be your halftime whistle going into the break. It's 1-0 for FC London over the defending champions Alliance United. My name's Pierce Lang. I'll be back in the second half. I hope you are too for this League One Ontario Game of the week between FC London and Alliance United.
Got a sub. It's 11 coming in for 15. It's gone hot again.
Yeah.
I think so. I'm gonna ask. Yeah, like perfect. Yeah.
Hello, friends, and welcome back to your League One Ontario Game of the Week. My name is Pierce Lang. As always, it's an absolute delight to be bringing you all the action today. Had a chance to catch up with both head coaches on their way back to the pitch. Garrett Peters said that his team could have finished a few more if they'd had the chance. Or they had the chances, but they should have put them away. L1O obviously will be thinking about that bicycle kick that went off of the post. Tactically, they're going to wait and see what sort of changes come their way from Angelo Cavalluzzo and his Alliance United coaching staff. The first change of note is Samantha Gravina coming out of the match being replaced by number 11, Kristen Schuster.
Good, Jenny. Go on, Vita. Go on, Vita.
Schuster plays her university soccer at Drury University, south of the border.
Level, let's go.
5'11", 20-year-old up front for the team in white for the start of the second half.
Jenny, body shape, Jenny. Throwing, yeah.
Speaking of Angelo Cavalluzzo, he thought they were playing well until the goal went in, and then the pressure just wasn't there. There was no connection, and they made a couple of errors, and they were lucky not to be punished for anything more than the one that was counted on the board, which was Julia Benatti's penalty kick. This will be Rossborough moving in deep into enemy territory to take the throw in. It'll be a long throw into the box, I'd have to imagine, and I'm wrong. It happens from time to time. It was a short throw to Ali Rowe. Ball to the back post for Lauren Rowe, who's actually not related to Ali Rowe. Had confirmation on that one from head coach Garrett Peters at half. Bit of a height discrepancy between the two. Both very talented players, though. This is Laura Gose with time and space in front of her, and she's going to play it out to the left for Jenny Wolver to get on to the end of. Her ball into the middle is picked off by Julia Benatti. This is Lauren Rowe with it now. Flips the ball outside of the boot to Ali Rowe, and the ball continues out wide for Tegan Morrison. Morrison's ball into the box, and no trouble whatsoever for Gerline Tour. Chung going back deep looking for Medina Asaf, and that ball was well off target.
All right, soccer fans, take out your tickets. We're going to do the draw here for the jerseys and hats. Mitchell, give me your drum roll. Let's hear it for Mitchell banging on the drum, cheering these girls on tonight. First number 679 159. 679 159.
Chung clears the ball out for another FC London throw.
Next winning number 679 158.
Looking at the games happening today in the men's Premier Division. We've got full-time scores to report to you. Woodbridge move up to the top of the table after beating Burlington 2-1. Fantastic result for the young fellas from Woodbridge. Keep in mind, they were relegated at the end of last season in the final match of the year against Hamilton United, and found their way back into the top flight after the movement that occurred, certainly with Electric City selling off their license and dissolving their club. But it was goals coming from Jacob Spaziri and Isozi Kitabui to give them the 2-1 win. Shuktik Sivakumar getting the lone goal for Burlington in that match. Then it was Sigma continuing their winning streak against
Inside first. Yep.
Hamilton United. It was
Okay, now you can go.
Isaiah Goldson getting the clean sheet for Sigma. Kevon Tavernier continuing his scoring streak. He got 2 last week against Blue Devils FC and another one here today.
Okay, beat okay.
Goldson's a player you're going to want to keep your eye on here over the next couple of years. We've been talking about the quality in goal here for Alliance United with Gurley and Tour. Goldson's playing his collegiate soccer at the University of Michigan, which
Good, 90.
is nothing to look down your nose at, that's for sure.
Laura, can you help Laura?
As a freshman, he was a member of the Big Ten all-freshman team. Which is pretty fantastic. Also played in the TFC Academy for a little bit and was a member of the provincial team.
Okay, now you go, Kristen. Keep it here. Keep it here.
6-foot sophomore.
Good.
Still only
Hey,
18
runner!
years old. Bright future ahead of him. Nain swings the ball in, but it's deflected and out off of Charlotte Cromack.
And Anderson.
Other matches happening
Go.
today. 5 o'clock kickoff, or 7 o'clock kickoff rather, that for Pro Stars in Scrissapi.
Face forward.
And then tomorrow it'll be Blue Devils FC hosting Simcoe County Rovers, and then Vaughan Azzurri hosting the Alliance United men up at North Maple Regional Park. Medina Asaf being followed closely by Julia Bonatti.
Big one. Yep.
Asaf looking to switch play.
Well, let it travel.
Mariani got to it, but it's Morrison coming away with it for FC London, and she'll watch that one go out of bounds, magically getting the call as well. Ghost now wearing the captain's armband, going back to Gurleen Tour, who smashes one up the pitch, but it'll be Morrison heading it on to Abreu. Abreu back out wide to Morrison, and she can't get onto the end of it, and it'll be a Alliance United throw here in the 55th minute of play. Ghost being closed down by Ali Rowe. She's going to find Gurleen Tour.
Come on, Kristen.
Nahan charging down the right side. She's going to swing a ball in low and hard, and it's picked off, and Cromack comes away with it. Great defending from FC London. This is Lauren Rowe now working her way up. Bonatti on the left side. Plenty of space in front of her. She's going to continue up before Nahan finally gets to her. Cutting back onto her right foot. Fakes the shot. Nahan gets a foot in.
Turn.
Alliance on the counter. It's Lita Nahan with it now. Being jockeyed by Charlotte Cromack. Ball off the boot of Schuster, and she had
All right.
Mariani on the far post, and she plays that ball over the goal from inside the 6.
Great work tracking back, eh? Great work. Inside, first ladder, inside, second. Okay, now you go, Kristen.
This is Brianna Caldwell.
Pick a side, Kristen, and then leave it.
Bauer out wide for Lauren Rowe. Back to Bauer. Bauer's going to play it up over the top, looking for Benatti, or for Cromack rather. Cromack being closed down by Medina Asaf. Cromack and Asaf battling on the touchline. Asaf gets a foot to it and puts it out for a London corner kick.
Yeah, but then once they go center back to center back, pick your moment. Now you go. You keep it one way.
Cromack leaving the ball for Jay DeBreu. Cromack making a run into the box, but DeBreu's going to take her time. It's going to be a right-footed in-swinging ball. Benatti and Cromack coming out for the opportunity to play it short, but it goes back post, headed out of bounds by Laura Gose. Will be a corner kick on the opposite side of the pitch now for FC London here in the 57th minute.
If only one goes, we have to play.
Hey, back in, let up.
Cromack over the ball now.
Go on.
Left-footed ball into the box.
Hey!
Headed by Caldwell. Schuster was taken down.
Fine, hey, Jenny, good?
Hey, go defend them, right? Well done.
By Ali Rowe, and no call either way, as there was contention from both coaching staffs over who was going to get that call. But it's a goal kick for Girling Tour.
Play a little lower with the wind to try
No
to-
harm, no foul.
Kristen, a little bit lower, yellow line. I don't think it's going to travel.
Tour thinks twice about running up and booting that one. She eventually sends it up, but it's Lauren Rowe who got to it. Lita Nahin
Blow it, Ref, you're gonna blow
working hard to, or Vita Nahin working hard to win the ball, but it's Benatti now in tight and the shot in towards Girling Tour, and she went near side, and Tour makes another fantastic save on the League One Ontario all-time best 11 attacker from London. Benatti made her way back to London here in 2023 after spending a little bit of time in Portugal playing professionally. She had a stint in Norway as well, but she's a certified physical therapist, Dr. Benatti, if you will. Ghost goes down in her own end again and shot in towards goal. Wolliver got a foot to block it. I think Girling Tour would have been there.
Hand shove like this. I'm not going to punch it. Referee, full punch.
Hey, go on, drive. Turn!
Rossborough getting it through to Abreu. Out wide for Cromack. Cromack's ball into the middle is cleared, and Nahin gets it out wide for Mariani. Mariani looking at her options. Schuster's coming across the pitch, but not going to be available. And Mariani working so hard to try and get the ball, and it's Smith and Rossborough in there for London. Finally coming away with it is Bauer. Bauer's found Benatti. Benatti looking out wide. Ball picked off by Hannah Anderson. It's going to go out of bounds for an Alliance throw in their own end. Got substitutions coming in for both sides in the near future, but it looks like
Whenever. Next one.
on the next stoppage of play, FC London are going to get Jen Milligan into the match here for Tegan Morrison.
Let her beat it. We got to get it off this side.
Lauren Rowe has the ball go out off of her boot, and Milligan will get in here now for Morrison. Substitution coming in the 61st minute of play for FC London. Milligan, a 22-year-old forward, making her way into the match.
Number 7, Jen Milligan.
Reaction, hey, come on.
This is Abreu getting the ball off that fantastic pass from L1O, and Girling Tour is going to come flying out of her goal to dive on that ball that would have seen Milligan get her first touch after coming in as the substitution here.
Next one, G2, okay?
Go! Fine.
Not yet, actually. They're not. No, she's not here. They gave me it, but I guess when she's not.
Milligan with a ball back post, but just too much underneath it, and the wind caught it and pushed it out. The wind's starting to pick up. I was going to say, as we started the half, that it got quite warm. Not just merely the humidity, but the temperature had climbed, and the consensus amongst everyone around my little table here was that it was certainly getting warmer, but that breeze is a welcome change here, keeping it nice and temperate.
Yeah, when they do the sub,
The humidity still lingering in the air, but the breeze makes it a little bit more bearable. This is Chelsea Chung with it now, being closed down by Abreu, getting it out wide for Jenny Wolliver. Wolliver gets it up to Schuster, and Chung plays the ball up, but it would have been intended for either Mariani or Schuster, but both were well out of range if that was the intended target. This is Bauer lofting a ball up into the air, but neither of the row girls or Benatti were anywhere near that one. This is Nahan.
Recognize it earlier, Maddie. Well done, Jenny. It's fine.
Asaf, with a bit of real estate in front of her, decides to loft it up over the top, but it's going to be Maya Smith going up for the header. Smith launching a ball up the pitch for Milligan to run onto. She's found Rowe. Rowe brings it down top of the box. Rowe with a right-footed shot, and Gorling Tour makes the save. Her fourth or fifth save now here tonight, and she's keeping her team in this match. Rowe with the short throw to Cromack there. Complaints from the Alliance players, and Benatti shot in towards. Gerline Tour is saved easily. Brought down by Lita Nahan, but unable to keep it in bounds. We got a substitution coming into the game on the next stoppage of play for Alliance United. Looks like it'll be Chelsea Chung coming out of the match for Jess Giordanella. And Chung's going to make her way out here in the 66th minute. Giordanella looks to be assuming that position in the middle of the pitch.
In the next line.
Nahan gets the ball in for Anderson. Giordanella got her first touch of the game here after getting into the match. Ball goes back to Wolliver. Into the middle for Anderson.
Inside, Maddie.
Mariani bodied off the ball by Rossborough, and Her clearance is going to go out of bounds for an Alliance throw-in. Wolliver and Anderson playing the ball between each other. Alexander looking for
Raquel, good idea. It's fine.
Lita Nan and just a bit too far in front of her intended target.
Okay, now you go, Kristen. Now you go. Yep, yep. Go on racks. Go on racks.
Benatti on the ball now. Back to Cromack. Benatti lays it off quickly for Caldwell. Ball up to Lauren Rowe. Rowe with her head up looking for someone to lay it off to. She's found a target, and that looks to be Milligan on the far side of the pitch. London pushing with numbers here. Wolliver closes down Milligan. Milligan gets around her, plays the ball into the middle, shot in by Abreu, and she beats Gurleen Tour. And it's 2-0 for FC London here in the 68th minute of play. Jade Abreu opening up a 2-0 lead for FC London here at home. We're going to have another substitution coming in for London as Avery Thomas is going to be coming in for Cheyenne Bauer. Jade Abreu scoring here in the 68th minute of play, the 20-year-old midfielder. It's her third of the season. Fantastic work from Milligan to get around Jenny Wolliver, who's no slouch over on that left side. Incredible speed from number 7 in black to get around one of the most experienced players in this league, get a ball in to the middle, and no doubt whatsoever as Jade Abreu smashed it in top corner, beating Gurleen Tour on the near side. This is Vita Nan. This is the goal scorer, Jade Abreu, playing it through to Benatti. She's found Ali Rowe. Rowe getting it back to Milligan, the setup woman. Lauren Rowe finding Jade Abreu. Abreu with an eye for goal, looking for the brace, but she gets it out wide to Charlotte Cromack. Cromack being closed down by both Nayan sisters, and she's going to play it out off of Vita, and it'll be a corner kick for FC London. 70th minute of play, 2-0 for FC London here at home. It was Julia Benatti scoring the opening goal in the 19th minute of play, and only moments ago, Jade Abreu opened up a 2-goal gap for FC London. Here she is putting a ball in near post, and it's knocked out by Lita Nahan, and will be another corner for FC London. Pressure continuing to mount for the home side as they continue to turn the screws on the reigning League One Ontario champions.
Three coming out, 22.
Ball going to the opposite end of the box, and it'll be Milligan blasting one over the fence and into the woods.
Yeah, she's good.
Substitution coming here for FC London. Coming into the match will be Gabby Kohut, number 22. Coming out of the match, number 3, Lauren Rowe. Substitution coming here in the 71st minute of play for FC London. Milligan battling hard, comes away with the ball on the far side for London, gets it to Alliance, and Abreu unable to bring it down, but it's back up into the air for Rowe to control. Ghost comes in, got the elbow up, and has the call go against her. She's clearly biting her tongue. You can see the look on her face. She wants to say something there. Possibly, where was the whistle when I was getting shoved over from behind minutes ago? But from here, I would not bet against Julia Benatti smashing one in towards goal. This is definitely in her range. Cromack standing over the ball right now. She'll take the steps backwards. Abreu there with her. It's Benatti stepping over the ball. Cromack steps up, left-footed ball, well over the goal, however. Cromack, such a intense competitor. Only 17 years old, but just such a strong mindset. Before the game, you could see just the look in her eyes. She was almost staring off into nothing, focused on whatever she was visualizing, while everyone else was lining up in position. Just kind of, I have to wonder what she was going through in her mind before the opening whistle. I mentioned before she had that trial at Benfica after the 2023 season ended. She's been with the provincial team here in Ontario. Only moved to the province last year ahead of the season. Her mom getting a job here in London. Obviously, there's the association with TSS Rovers over in the West Coast. Her dad, Will, was the shot in by Milligan, and Gerline Tour with another big save. Milligan with the rebound, bangs it in, and it's the substitution. Milligan making her presence felt here with a setup and a goal. Jen Milligan, the 22-year-old attacker, really placing her stamp on this game, making it 3-0 for FC London. To finish off that thought, I was saying Charlotte Cromack's father, Will, was the coach of TSS Rovers when they made their maiden voyage into the Canadian Championship last year when they beat Valor FC in that opening match. And it looks like it'll be Abreu and Julia Benatti coming out of the game here for FC London. And coming in will be Kimmy Liu and Adira Nakano into the game for FC London here in the 75th minute of play. And it's Jen Milligan, like I said, putting her stamp on this one here, setting up the second and scoring the third, getting her own rebound and finishing it off. And if I was a betting man, I would say that this one is out of reach for Alliance United at this point in time. They've had trouble scoring all year long, and this is unlikely to be the place where things change for them. Looking across the results for FC London, they shut this squad out last time they met 2 weeks ago, and goals have been few and far between against them. They gave up 3 against NDC, 2 against Simcoe County Rovers, and 3 against North Toronto. And 2 of those teams are big-time scores. They gave up 3 against North Toronto in the return leg there, but it's hard to keep Jade Kovacevic off the score sheet, so you can't blame them. But there's been a bit of a goal-scoring drought for the reigning champions this season. So they're going to make some subs here and try and switch things up. Those subs will come in at the next stoppage of play. Cromack standing over the ball right now, about to swing in a left-footed ball. Looks like it's going to go back post. Allie Rowe is there, but it's Ghost going up for the header, and she's going to nod that one out of bounds for another FC London corner kick. Both teams holding off on their substitutions until a stoppage of play that'll be going the other way. Questions begging for answers here for Alliance United as their losing streak will continue. And Wolver clears off the line, but it's going to be deemed a goal for FC London. Looks like it was Allie Rowe. I missed that one. You'll have to forgive me. And yeah, it's going to be a 3-game losing streak here for Alliance United unless they can muster up a miracle. Cromack coming off. So is Allie Rowe. Coming into the game will be number 6. Lindsay Braithwaite, Barwitzky. I'll get all these for you here in a second, but coming out of the match is Hannah Anderson for Alliance. Julia Cochran making her way into the match wearing number 14. Lita Nayan coming out wearing number 17, number 9, and Yeomans coming in. And it was, in fact, Allie Rowe getting the goal in the 78th minute. Allie Rowe with her 6th goal in 11 games. Allie Rowe coming out immediately after scoring. Nicole Estasia coming into the match wearing number 24, and it's Charlotte Cromack coming out for Barwitzky.
Rowe.
4-0 as it stands for FC London. They're going to hold down 4th place. With this result. Woodbridge still yet to play here this weekend. They'll have Simcoe tomorrow. Milligan going back to Rossborough. Rossborough up over the top. Ball in for another chance on the back post. It was Gabby Kohut getting her head to it, but unable to put it on target. Nakano with the cross. Or rather that it was Astasia with the cross, ball chested down by Alexander, but it's London coming away with it again. This is Jen Milligan getting a ball through to Nakano. Milligan with it again, going back to Maya Smith. Smith's found Avery Thomas. This is Barwitzki. Caldwell wearing the captain's armband now, finding Smith. Thomas lofting a ball up. She found Astasia, and she was trying to connect with Kohut, but just a little bit too far in front of her to get onto. Nayan with the long throw.
Higher, Jess!
A ball. Put it down, place. Spot it.
Higher, Jess!
Alexander
Between the
going
lines, Jess!
back to Cochran. Across the pitch to Wolliver. Oliver's going to slow things down, going back to Laura Gose. No more subs available for Alliance. As they've used all 5 players they brought on the bench, FC London have gone through the total available of 7 as well. 84th minute of play. Wolliver. Sliding challenge was late from Astasia.
Good try, Nick!
Wolliver gets it back into play. Asaf with her head up, and she's going to give it back to Ghost. Plenty of space here for Alliance to operate in their own end, as FC London are going to be more than happy to sit back and allow them to attack. Comfortable 4-0 lead here for the home side. So it'll be a 2-game unbeaten streak, or rather that 2 wins in a row for FC London, and an 8-game winless streak for Alliance United if this score stands. Chance coming here for FC London, and Girling Tour is going to come out after some strong defending there from Laura Gose. Maya Smith getting a ball up to Adira Nakano. Smith getting it back once again. Ball up over the top, but it's going to be Vita Nayan escorting that out of bounds. Chance coming here for FC London. Another shot in towards goal, but it's blocked by Medina Asaf. And she's going to get the call as she goes to ground. Stays confused as to how that call went against her. Ghost tries to clear, but her clearance goes off the back of Jenny Wolver. Chance coming here for FC London. Ball goes off of Ghost's back, and Tour comes out to collect. 87th minute of play, 4-0 for the home side, FC London. Wolver gets a ball up through the middle, but charging back for London was Kohut. Now it's Lou. Lou getting around the defender, but it's picked off by Nayan. Ball goes all the way back to Maya Smith. Smith lofting one up. Milligan brings it down. Kimmy Lou with it now. Lou being closed down by several players in white. Ball slipped through. Chance coming here for FC London, and it's another goal off the boot of Adira Nakano. 5-0 for FC London as they slice through the Alliance back line like a hot knife through butter. And the romp continues here at Tricar Field. No answers whatsoever as Alliance United just cannot find a stop here in the second half. 4 unanswered goals by FC London after Julia Bonatti opened the scoring in the first half to bring a 1-0 lead into the second 45, and it's been a downhill adventure for FC London. The field's been sloped from right to left, you'd think, as everything's been going into the Alliance net here in the second half. 4 goals, the latest from Adira Nakano, but it was Ali Rowe with the last one. Jen Milligan before that. And Jada Breu with the second. Another chance coming here is Medina Asaf's way out on the right. Asaf able to clear. You could hear Laura Ghost calling for help. Wolver putting a ball through the middle, finding Anderson, or Alexander rather that. Maya Smith getting it up to Jen Milligan. Milligan dispossessed by Jessica Giordanella. Ball goes back to Laura Ghost. We're going to have 2 minutes of additional time here, friends. I'm going to send a big shout out to the rest of our sponsors here right now. Macron, work hard, play harder. Vibrant Performance, Canada's most trusted brand for automotive race parts and accessories. The Canadian Premier League, where Canadian soccer takes flight. And One Soccer. One Soccer is the home of soccer in Canada. Join the movement and watch every CPL and Canadian national team match from any device. And Ontario Soccer, encouraging us all to play, inspire, and unite. So throughout this match, I've been keeping you up to date on all the scores and stats from around the league. I've been using the League One Live app, and if you haven't already got it, I would suggest you do. It's available for free on the Apple and Android stores. And follow League One Ontario on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, X, and YouTube. There will be plenty of great pictures from today taken by our man, Martin Basil. My name is Pierce Lang. Thanks for tuning in. We've had the visuals provided to you here today by my man Andre from MSA. There's still more games to go this weekend, so if you can't watch any of the ones on TV this weekend in the Euros or the Copa America, get out and watch some League One Ontario action. There's plenty of great games to come. So again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week on your League One Ontario Game of the Week.